Talk to us, Deion. What's up with all this smoke?
Some of our past players have been commenting on us, which is cool with me. We're not going to be provoked to comment back or to say anything ignorantly back. I wish those guys the best. One thing that I could comfortably say, some people came here that you didn't know of, and when they left, they had a name. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that they were able to earn more than they earned here that could help their friends, family, as well as loved ones, and can help themselves. So I'm happy with that. We're still in good relationship with quite a few, but you got to understand some young men play the victim, and that's not the case.
I don't think there's been a human being ever who's been talked about, attacked, whatever you want to call it, and then their response, they didn't get one off. They didn't just shoot a little. They didn't put the little silencer on and go. Deion was doing perfect. Then he was like, yeah, some of these victims, mother. But to Deion's point, how many people have transferred from Colorado? Let's make up a number. Let's say 40. How many have you heard talk crazy about Colorado? 3? We never, and this is so bad. This is human psychology. This is just human behavior. This is us at work. This is the media. All those expressions. We don't talk about the 37 that's giving them love or just like, whatever, I'm good. Or that was a good place for me. It's the 3. Why? And that's what happens with like hoods, like Compton. Every time I think about this, it really takes me back to growing up. Everybody thinks that everybody is everybody. It's not like that. Black people, the black community. When you hear that, I'm like, everybody ain't everybody. When you hear some places hood or gangster or ghetto, everybody ain't everybody. Compton wasn't all gangster. You just looking around like, who are they talking about? Oh, they talking about him. Okay, yeah, you're right. But not, they ain't talking about Miss Pearl. They ain't talking about Annie Mae over there. They ain't talking about Kevin. Like, it's so many more people that left Colorado happy than unhappy. There's so many more people that we just want to label and bunch them all together because we lazy. It's crazy. This is lazy.
We try to treat everybody here with utmost respect and professionalism, and I hope we've done just that, as well as treating you the same way. But we would not engage in back and forth with any former players. And our aim is just to really please, support, encourage, motivate, and really prepare our men that we have on campus for the
Blah, blah, blah. You ain't gonna be Deion on some like, let me talk to you about life and ball. That life and ball intersection, I don't think there's a coach out there better than Deion Sanders. He gonna talk that life through that ball. Real spit.
When I left Colorado, I feel like I was at a good point, but I feel like coming here, the transition from how I eat to how we work out here, is just kind of different. It just means more.
This will age well, or it will spoil. The reality is nobody is going to be at a place and still hold the endearment of the other place. Of course.
That's not true. Now, I know that lands more than it doesn't. Most times when you go somewhere else, you just gonna either say it or really mean it that this place is better. But that ain't always true. Come on now. We ain't never had no buyer's remorse. We ain't never had no regret in our life. But that's not even the deepest layer of this. What is going on in Colorado is something different. These players almost are waking up from a spell. See, most times when you go somewhere and it doesn't work out, you leave the other place and you don't say anything about the former place because what's there to say? I'm not there. Y'all know what it is. That's a big-ass institution. Why should I talk trash about an institution? Think about it. You can't talk trash about a place. You're really talking about the people in that place. I just had this disagreement with my wife yesterday. She was talking about LA people, how fake they are and all this. LA's a fake place. That's a very general narrative out here. LA's fake. And I always retort. And maybe it's bias. Maybe it's because I'm defending myself and my city. But I always say LA will show you who you are. And who you meet is who you are. Whatever you want in LA, we got you. If you want to keep it gangster, you can find some gangsters. You want to go highbrow, you want to go entertainment, celebrity, you want to go Hollywood, or we could go Hollywood. You want to keep it chill, we could go chill. Let's go to the ocean. So LA ain't fake unless you fake. Why you keep meeting all these bad people? Ain't nothing but a reflection of the inside on the outside. Most places don't even give you that mirror. They ain't got enough latitude. They ain't got enough depth to show you all of those complexities. Ooh, don't get too deep on them, Wiley. But when somebody run up to you talking about a place, an entity, an inanimate object, that is a problem. What you mean, concrete? Colorado ain't nothing but concrete. Oh, but Deion Sanders is something different. The coaching staff is something different, names and numbers. These kids are waking up out of a spell. They all got sucked into Deion. And now they like, yo, I got on that ride at Six Flags. Let me just say, not my favorite. And now they starting to talk. Let's go. Talk it.
Of course, he's going to say it's different here. But last time I checked, everybody's undefeated right now. This is the offseason.
It's everything. Like the way we eat and the way we work out is better than where I was before. The organization is more buttoned up, is more organized. I've gotten more coaching in the last 30 days than I've gotten in the last 3 years.
No.
Let me make this comparison because that hurts. There's a big difference between independent media, what I'm in right now, and network media. Network media is exactly what it says, network. There's this big ass net at work. We gonna catch you. We got it. Somebody is there to do that. Exactly what you're thinking right now, someone is there to do that. You mean someone is here to actually put some butter on my toast? Yep. You mean there's someone here who could actually, everything I'm thinking about the NFL season of 2003, how many sacks were had in games where it was 80 degrees or more? Yep. You mean there's someone who can send this tweet out for me on auto? Yep. Keep thinking. Yep. That's network. You get independent, it's like, yeah, oh, you thinking that? Okay, now let's figure out how we could do that. Find the manpower, find the teamwork, find the people that can make that thought a reality. Big difference. What I'm hearing right now is interesting. Deion Sanders, where was his first stop? Jackson State, right? From there, all of that controversy to going to where? Colorado. Now, he was coaching before Prime U and high school, all that, but I'm talking about like this level. You know how people say, you're a product of your environment? So Deion Sanders left Jackson State because he was like, yo, this ain't it. They ain't got the resources to support the power, right? Then you go from there to Colorado. And you're like, all right, yeah, I got the money stuff. And you're starting to build it together. But remember, Colorado at that time for sure. Now, they used to be something. When I grew up, Colorado was it. Darian Hagan, Eric Bieniemy, stop playing with me. Co-national champions, stop playing with me. But they didn't have that network effect when he went there, and he putting it all together. Look at the staff and people coming in, people leaving. Where Warren Sapp at? He was here, he gone, all that stuff. There are levels to this, is basically what you're hearing these players say. They're waking up out of the spell saying, oh, I thought that was the dream. But no, reality is the dream. Where are they going? LSU. Those places is like network. Oh, we got this thing on roll. We could just plug and play, Lane Kiffin in and whatever. Whatever, Lane, do you. We got this thing rolling. The Alabamas. It's tough out there in these streets. So it looks like Deion went from the ghetto to the hood. Now, the ghetto is different. Ghetto, if you want to know what ghetto is, go to a third world country. That ain't a hood. That favela ain't a hood. That's our ghetto. Hoods are different. Hoods, you got a Mercedes in the front yard, in the duplex, in the little baby backyard with the little grill and the target pool, the little 2-foot target pool that everybody put the water hose in. That's hood. Go to a favela. They ain't got that. Ain't no target pools in favelas. So Deion goes from Jackson State. That's the ghetto. Colorado. Nice hood. Real nice hood, almost like where I grew up, like Slauson, like almost, the Overhill, that kind of hood. Like, oh, that's nice. Oh, no, it ain't. Them 60s over there tripping. You know what I mean? We all know there are levels to this. Colorado, it just seems like, and I hate to hear this, and I hate to report on this, because I love Deion Sanders, but I love Deion Sanders, the man, the player. This coach, That's third place. Whatever it is, it is. And these players are waking up saying, it is not.
What we're not going to do is make this about Colorado and its inability to extract the best out of players. Players have produced and went on to do great things and get drafted.
For a potential recruit going to that school, how do I look at this and then feel comfortable joining this program?
I would take more impact of really listening, not through a recruit, because a recruit's intentions may be geared towards their current situation. If we could hear from Warren Sapp, if we can hear from Marshall Faulk, coaches and adults that were in the locker room, in the coaching staff, that knew this right or no, this wrong. If an adult or a coach that was up under Caleb DeBoer or Deion Sanders were to come out and say, it's better here, that will hold more weight to me.
He preaching right now. At the same time, he respecting. See, all of us, this is what happened with Deion. This is what happened with Shedeur. Y'all don't understand how much love we got for Deion. It's kind of like the Fab Five was to basketball, college basketball especially, when you were just like, dog. Remember how when Magic Johnson had to come out and said he had HIV and everybody was just heartbroken? Because that's how much love. Like, there are certain people that forget how good they are, how great they are, and obviously they are, like insane, next level. But they also are like people that you deeply respect. Like you like, yo, Deion Sanders has all football players, all people who like football, which is the king sport in our country, like, attention, salute, sir. And now when you see things, you see cracks, you see chinks in the armor, you see issues. Your hands start shaking when you're doing this. Attention. Damn it, I don't want to look at that. What Warren Sapp say? What he didn't say. What Marshall Faulk say? What he didn't say. Because his hand is shaking like, attention. I ain't going there. And then that's why Shedeur was so protected. And that's why Deion is so respected, because we ain't going there. But then, like you know, war can't be avoided. War can't be avoided, just postponed. Always remember that Wileyism. You got a problem with somebody? Handle it. Don't handle it. All right, you're going to handle it later then. War can't be avoided, just postponed. We at war now with Deion in Colorado. You know why? Because everybody was sitting there. And then finally somebody said, funk it. I got to go. And I ain't going to say why, but I'm out. Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving Deion world? Why are you leaving Prime U? I've heard from people there that this, let's just say sometimes it ain't it. What program you haven't heard that about? You heard it about all programs. There's a reason Nick Saban left Alabama. You know what I mean? At the same time, Deion has a losing record at Colorado. All the hype is gone. Now it's just like meat and potatoes. Like, what you got? You're losing top players. We all questioning his coaching. Let's just be real. Like, we all have had moments where we're like, I love you, Deion, but damn, who called that timeout? We love you, Deion, but damn, why they ain't running no plays right now? You know, we all had that, like, whew. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to talk about you.
Other than a recruit that is at another school and he's talking about his former school. It's not to say that it's not legitimate. What I'm saying is you're saying that because of your circumstance now. Give me somebody who's unbiased.
Who's unbiased? Nobody. Nobody Keith Sweat style. Nobody is not biased, unbiased when it comes to Deion Sanders. Because either you love him or you love to hate him. There are some people that don't like Deion Sanders. Remember that reporter that got their water thrown on him? What was his name? Fred McIntyre or something? Anyway, there's people who don't like Deion, obviously. There's people who don't like everybody. You too. So stop trying to make everybody like you. You ain't going to win. That is a losing effort. Point being, damn. We all know what it is. Like, we like, oh, man. Like, what was it? Was that the Three Little Pigs that they built the houses on different, like one in sand and one with concrete and bricks? And
My experience at the University of Florida is completely different than Tim Tebow's experience at the University of Florida. My experience at Auburn University was completely different than another player's experience at Auburn University. Different times, different situations, different experiences. Being a guy on a team is different than being the guy on a team.
Preach! Blah, blah, blah. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration situation. So